Hey everybody, it's Frankie Shayne. I'm back here with another 5-minute tip, and today we're going to do the second half of triceps. Today what we're going to do is we're going to do triceps with cable work. So we're going to get started here first off with kind of a variation again on a skull crusher. I call these cable crushers because it's a variation using a cable. Okay guys, I'm back. I went ahead and got set up for this because it's just me. I don't have my partner here today, so it's a little awkward getting these set up, but I'm going to show you what this is. This is a variation on skull crusher using a cable, and the key to this is that, once again, as before, from your elbows to your armpits, you want that part of your arm stationary. You don't want it to swing or pivot, because then you engage a completely different set of muscles. You start engaging the pectorals, you engage some of the solar plexus and some of the core, and on these you're isolating the triceps. So I'm going to show you how these work. Usually the first one up is the trickiest one. Then after that, you're just going to do a normal extension. So it goes like this. And as you can see, again, stationary on the bottom part of the arm, from the elbow to the armpit, and just kicking them out from there. All right, and another thing you can do is you can also do those in a, what we call running the rack, where you can start with a weight that's heavy, get about 10 to 12, and then drop a plate, 10 or 12, drop a plate to failure, and just go all the way down. That's if you want to burn out and you want to really get those muscle fibers really agitated and burning. It's a good way to do it. So we're going to move on to our next exercise now. Hey guys, it's Frankie Shayne, and this is going to be the last segment of our cables today. I like to try to keep these to just 5 minutes or so everybody can get a few quick tips and quick ideas, maybe something they can throw into their workout next time. So these are overhead cable pulls for your triceps. And so this is something I like to do a lot of times supersetting with that first exercise we did, where you're doing the overhead cable crushers. So this is a variation on that again. Again, it's going to be key that you keep from your elbow to your shoulder straight, no matter what position it's in, that it stays straight and you're not swinging or engaging that, and that you're only engaging the tricep. So it goes like this. It's an overhead movement. And again, you'll notice that very familiar positioning of just moving from the elbow to the wrist. All right. Now, there's also a traditional form of this that you see a lot of people do. It's just a normal pull down with a rope. On these, there's a couple of little things you can do. One, I like to get my form as straight as possible, so I have a tendency to bend at the knees, bring it down, lock this part of my arm to my body, and kick them out. Now, you can do these by keeping the ends of these together, and it hits different than if you bring them out. What I like to do is the traditional, bring them out, flare and flex. Okay, it goes like this. So that's a variation, 2 variations you can use with the rope pull if you have that available to you. Next, we're going to go to the one arms. Now on the one arm, there's a couple variations. One is going to be the way you grip it, your palm. This one's the traditional palm down, face the weight stack, square your shoulders up with it, and you want to do a simple extension. Okay? Again, keeping this part of the arm stationary and just using the weight to activate those triceps. Right. Another variation you can do of this, same thing but with reverse grip. Now it does hit things differently doing the same motion depending on where you vary your grip. You can actually see it if you look at the arm. When you do this, you see the way bicep, shoulders, everything moves differently. So face the palm towards you this time. Same thing, square up with the stack and just do a simple extension. All right. And again, on these, what you want to try to do is find a weight that you can do 2 to 3 sets. Now this is my personal, what I typically do, 2 to 3 sets. I'm sorry, 3 to 4 sets. And what you want is on that first set for anywhere between 12 or 10 to 15, depending on what you're going for. If you want more reps, go for 15. If you're trying to get a little bit less reps, more weight, shoot for about 12 on your first set. Then go through the whole thing, go back to it again, and when you get to it again, do your best to get that 12 again. But if 12 is hard the first time, then you should see reps, you losing reps along the way, which that's completely normal. Last exercise I want to show you today is a little variation where you're doing palm down. Now you're facing, now you're not facing the stack, sorry. What you're actually going to be doing is the stack will be to your hip. You want so that the cable, when it's extending, will come straight in front of you. And these are cross body extensions. And what you're doing is this is going to hit the inner head, and it's going to hit up in here, the kind of the V. It gives you a little bit more depth and definition. And you're going to come across the body with an extension, just like that. All right. There are tons of other exercises you can do with triceps. I'm not saying that these 5 cable exercises and the 5 that we did before with free weights, those are the only ones. There's tons of variations. There's a lot more specific ones. There's ones that, you know, there's less range of motion. There's some where you use more weight, less reps. All of that can come later on. But if you guys have suggestions on muscle groups you'd like to see, if you have questions about what you've seen so far, if you just want to hit us up, give us a like on Facebook, give us a like on YouTube. We're going to be loading these to YouTube as well. Just feel free and give us any information you want. We'll be more than happy to talk with you. We want to get this out there and give people a healthier, fitter lifestyle. People that want to, you know, put on a little size or lean down, whatever. We want to address all that. So until next time, this is Frankie Shayne saying, live strong, live long, be fit.